check my email and I decide to answer later. Another cup of coffee and I drag myself to work. My life is grounded in a firm routine of coffee, sleep, and work. I am not boring, I just stick to what I know. I'm sitting there at work and I realized I forgot to wake up. I can't be productive when I'm dreaming about a sheep. I go upstairs and get myself another cup of coffee. I get downstairs and then I spill it on the floor. Well, my life is grounded in a firm routine of coffee, sleep, and work. I am not boring, I just stick to what I know.
Hello everyone, welcome once again to Janice May's channel, and today I want to show you how to cut and line your paper using a graph paper, okay, as opposed to using a ruler to line your page. And I'm gonna be making this Citrus College. It's a local college in Glendora. It's their 100 years centennial celebration, and this will be a nice memento for whoever works at the college. So this is how you preserve flyers and ads like that. So using your graph paper, first I cut the top and the bottom part of the white line, white margin, because this is the tip of your triangles and this will show when you're rolling it. So unless you want the white part to show. But I cut the top and the bottom part. And next, what I'm gonna do is I will just kind of apply a glue on that part of your graphing paper so that when you are lining your page, it's not going to be moving a lot, okay? But that can easily come off. So this is how I'm gonna be doing it, okay? So now if you want 3 squares wide of beads, 2 squares is about 1/2 inch, and 1 square is 1/4 inch. So they're very easy to determine and measure this way. So you get like a pen. I'm using this pen so that you can see it, and then you start lining your paper. So I just want to get it in that box, in that square, okay? So the first, this side I consider my top tip. So the first mark that I'm going to be doing is the 1/4 inch. I'm going to be doing 1/2 inch beads, okay? So then the first mark for my top sheet, 1/4 inch, and then 1/2 inch thereafter, or 2 graph squares, okay? I want to show that to you up close. Right here, okay? So that's the 1/4 inch, and then thereafter is 1/2 inch. So I'm just gonna continue doing that. So you see how easy it is to line when you have a graphing paper as your guide. And when you flip to the bottom part of your page, you want to start on this side where you have the 1/4 inch mark, okay? So I'm just gonna apply a little glue again, just to make sure that this sticks and doesn't move. And then line it up. And now the bottom part, your first mark, you can do the 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inch all the way, 1/2 inch all the way. Okay, now if you are going to be using scissors, if you don't have a guillotine cutter, which what I have here, which I'm gonna be using to cut, then what you're gonna do is line your paper all the way like that, okay? So I don't know if I have to show that to you, so let me just go ahead and grab, sorry guys, I don't have a ruler handy, but you don't need one if you're using a cutter. So this is how your edge of your paper is perfectly lined. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it using my guillotine type X-Acto cutter. So just want to make sure that you're seeing this. So the first cut that I'm gonna do is that 1/4 inch mark like this. Okay, so I just cut off the edge like that. So now I can cut all of the strips by just moving the paper to the mark. So that is my first triangle, and now I'm just gonna move the paper. Now it's the base to the tip. Okay, it's perfect. Now it's tip to the base. So it's just kind of, you just move the paper to where your mark is, okay? And then you have a perfectly measured triangle strips. And there's your 1/2 inch triangle strips, perfectly cut, ready to be rolled into beads. So I hope you learned something new today. Thanks for watching, and check out my description box for my links.